You remember those words? Those words that changed the tides, that brought Nigeria to where it is today in different ways. Government says they're making more money to pay off to service their debt. Nigerians are feeling the impact. Cost of living is skyrocketed. And now it seems food is unavailable and so much is happening. And everything is traced back to subsidy is gone. Well, that is, I don't know if you listen to experts, parts of portions of the interview. Almost everything the president said, at least from that portion I played, a lot of it is being done in terms of security. He said he was going to tackle it. Whether we're feeling the impact positively or negatively is not the case. That's now what we should be looking at. And if we're feeling it negatively, how long before we begin to have a positive impact of all these policies and subsidies that has been removed? How soon can Nigerians smile? How soon can we have a living wage that will put proper food on our table? Some of us like Chinese, but now the closest we come to Chinese is watching Chinese movies, not eating their food anymore.
I'm telling you.
I tell you, man. Good morning, Ogiva. How you doing?
Good morning, guys. I'm fine, man. Nice to be here again.
Great to have you here. We had to change from Chinese food to Chinese movies. It's okay. It's still Chinese. No chopsticks.
Oh, crazy, man.
Welcome to the studio, man.
Yeah, welcome.
I perceive that Wade is somewhere in Abuja, rolling with the big boys.
He's lying down. He couldn't be here today, so we'll go without him, but still, we miss him. For today, we'll see him next week.
We do. So what's up today? It's a Wednesday. It's no longer democracy. They're swearing in day.
Yeah.
So it's. I believe today's program will be a bit different.
Yeah, different, but still with some of our callers that called in last week said we should you should do something for singles, individuals in Nigeria. Okay. So, I mean, today we'll go with solo wealth. I'll call it solo wealth. For the single individuals, within the country.
Is it the single or the single at heart?
Single. Both sides of the story.
Because there's those that are married, but they are single at heart.
That one is they need to say psychologist or shrink, not me.
You can't help it.
I can't help them in any way. So that's just it really. It's still, still within, the same kind of conversations we have. But, obviously this is just somewhat bespoke towards, the single individuals, So, I mean, we've been talking about households, families.
Yeah.
And there are single people too, right? That, still need to, save and plan for the future, just secure their future generally, so we're just going to be shedding light on, on that.
So you said you were specific, plan for the future.
Yes.
Not plan for marriage or wedding day.
That is part, that would be,
because a lot of people plan, they save all the money for the wedding and ignore the rest.
You have problem.
Okay. So
I just wanted how does the marriage also
because they are working now, they believe the money they are making will.
No, it doesn't work that way at all. So I think like for the first steps, a single person in Nigeria, should take to create, a realistic and sustainable budget, right? You need to track your income and expenses. Being single, you don't really necessarily have responsibility for anybody per se. Eat whenever you want, do whatever you want. So, it's easy to get distracted and not track your expenses. You understand? So you start by recording your sources of income, and categorizing your expenses. So you can use stuff like spreadsheets, budgeting app. Really to just track your finances, like we highlighted last week. So if you can't see it, it's easy for you to just overlook it or not even acknowledge that you're spending money on something like.
But how do I impress the babes? You know, there are babes saying, "Fine boy, you know, I want to buy this for that and take this person out."
You go find your babe, the babe where you go match your pockets.
All right.
Like I saw one random video,
pocket size babes
on the internet. Was it yesterday? And some girl saying that if you meet her, if you like her, that you must pay her.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Beautiful, and all
pay
that.
me for being beautiful.
So you run away fast from those kind
such.
of girls. You understand? It's just bad news for you. You get. When you start getting desperate and single, I need babe, then you now fall inside that one. Trouble for
now
you.
You know.
So exactly. So I mean, I think you just need to start tracking your expenses. Then you set financial goals. Create a budget plan, you know. You can go with the 50-30-20 rule, you know, which is 30% of your wants,
yeah,
and 20% of your savings, right? So, 50% of your needs. So your wants now, you need to cut them down. Do you understand? Reduce your unnecessary outing. You know, try and go out when. You know, it's important. You know, it has to be relevant to you, your finances. So, you know, those are the first steps you should actually take. You understand, as a single person in Nigeria. You understand. So, then always save as well. You should always save and review and adjust. You know, regularly. So, I mean, you can create. You know, a plan. You know, where. Okay, you know, it can be monthly, weekly, whatever it is, you know, but you need to always review. So at the end of, let's work with a month, right? At the end of a month, you know, okay, so this is what I made this month. This is what I spent this month. These are the things that I spend more money. Should I adjust? You know, I didn't really like this. Let me, you know, get rid of this, take this out. Do you understand? And you know, that way you can move your money around and is glaring. You understand? So you always optimize, you know, at the end of you know, every month where you cap it, really, you know. So I think those are the first steps. You understand? Every single individual, you understand, in Nigeria at this time, you know, things are really, really hard now. So you understand, you really need to be very shrewd with your finances. You understand? And like you said, by the time marriage comes now, it's different ball game.
Definitely.
Completely different ball game. Marriage with kids. You know. All those kind of things. So
the lady was sitting there and said, wanted to take responsibility and lead the pack. So you need to do so much more than that. Just I love you.
I love you. They know the chop. I love you. You know.
You can't buy tomatoes with I love you.
Yeah,
you know,
the pocket of tomato is crazy. You mean?
I hear as yesterday was 10,000. I'm like, why? What's going on?
Do you understand?
You know, but okay, let me not deviate. Let's focus on this. Because I was going to ask you some question that, as in, maybe, let me still ask it. You know, you don't need to answer now. You can maybe deal with it another day. Right. Is there a possibility that there's famine in Nigeria?
Famine?
Yeah. Because from all indications, yes, there are attacks, but some experts, and even one I interviewed yesterday or 2 days ago, said the attacks have reduced.
Yeah.
The tomatoes and stuff that we plant, government is still subsidizing certain things like they did before now. Yet there is not enough food in circulation.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I think...
Yeah, so what is going on? Because we are not addressing, everybody's talking about the government. Yes, even if there is famine, the government should be blamed. But we need to understand what is going on.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't have the nitty-gritties.
Yeah, that's why I said we can look at that. And, I mean, when you said it just came to mind, so let me just...
I mean, it's still down to security. I mean, I think security is somewhat better.
No, really but if that's what I'm saying, if we say it's better, and now that it's getting better, we're not producing enough. Even when it was tougher, but even when it was tougher, we were still having more food than now that we say it's better. So what's happening? Those are questions, but anyway, I mean, this has to be a real conversation, you know, all round conversation.
We'll focus on that,
you know, on another day. Yeah.
For that.
But I mean, on this youth bit, there's a singles bit. A lot of singles, you said the singles should save. So what it means is that you shouldn't be single and just rely on minimum wage. I never marry. I feel earn anything. So it means that in that youthful singleness of yours, you need to work so hard
Yes.
to make so much money that you can start your way and use for another day. Is that it?
Yeah, because right now you have the opportunity to work yourself out. Do you understand? You don't have any immediate responsibilities per se. You understand? So, this is your opportunity to work hard, plan for your future, save well. Ever since COVID, the remote, we were all introduced into working remotely, so if you can even get multiple sources of income, fine. You understand? I was telling somebody, that now is also a very good time to earn in Forex. And the guy was like, how, where I want to say, is, you apply for jobs. People actually get jobs. Do you understand? I it's not easy. It's easier said than done, right?
Just keep applying.
Yeah, but keep applying. You get, because there are people that, actually do that. I met some lady that, does customer service for a booking hotel or something like that abroad, right? And, she just goes around with the laptop they give her and a small mic. She just, anywhere she goes, she answers phones, and she earns a reasonable amount, right? It's probably cheap labor for them, but conversion rate here. Do you understand?
You're thanking God. When you see the dollar, naira Guinea, like, what's all this rubbish?
Do you understand? So you'll be upset. The average Nigerian is upset that the dollar is increasing and is affecting naira. Like, you on the other hand, you're wishing.
Government is trying. Leave government, it's okay.
But
you are earning a lot of dollars.
Yes. So what's your business? So the world has evolved, right? You don't need to necessarily to work as hard anymore. You need to work smart, right? So if you...
But now when you need to wake up 6 a.m. and be on the radio.
Well, that's the card I dealt with, right? But we enjoy it still, though.
Yeah, we do, but no matter how smart you want to be, man, you'll be done at some point.
I'm telling you, so it's that's just the way it is. So basically, being single at this, right now, you just need to take advantage of it, plan, save. It's so easy to get distracted. Very, very easy. You understand? And especially for a guy.
I was going to say, we've been focusing too much on guy. I think it's time we ask the lady what it means to be single.
Welcome, Joanna.
I don't know what it means to be single.
Oh, you were born married?
Possibly.
Yeah. Sorry. Welcome aboard, Joanna.
Yeah, and that's Joanna from Mega Electrics.
Yes. Nairametrics, sorry.
I'm just trumpeting the name of my company, Mega Electrics.
It works.
It works, right? From Nairametrics, and joining us on the show, first time since last year, or first time forever?
First time, back for the first time.
Back for the first time. So I think you deserve a bell. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Okay.
How you doing, John?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not quite... Are there so many differences being single as a lady, being single as a guy?
Of course.
Our needs are different.
Did you not hear that babe that was making noise that if you like me, I'm beautiful yesterday or something?
Spend on me. You should pay me for being beautiful. She didn't say spend. Pay me for being beautiful.
I know a guy that gave a babe 13 million because he liked her.
13 million.
Yeah, first
you
day.
See, all I need for my project right now is not up to
So that's why it's easier
but
being...
It's different.
It's different completely, though.
It's
completely
different. It's not a good time to be single right now, because obviously things are easier when you get to share bills with a partner, and you have somebody to keep you accountable. But as a single person, you're not giving account to anybody.
Exactly.
Nobody's holding you accountable, so you can spend anyhow. So these are things that you also need to check, right? If you need to have an accountability partner. Do we still do that? Accountability partners?
Yes.
Okay.
Some people do, though. Funny enough.
No,
some
but it helps, because as a single person, you are just free to do what you like, when you like, how you like, with your money, and nobody's going to tell you what to do, how to do it. Oh no, stop spending like this, spend like this.
Yeah, exactly.
So it does help to have, even if it's not a life partner, an accountability partner, to monitor your spending. But as a lady, as you have said, there are many sources. There could be possibly many sources.
So many.
People just appreciating.
But we are not worthy of appreciation. We the men.
It's like we are loved conditionally.
But I like that. But maybe that's what's pushing some men to want to look like women, you know, wear bone straight hair and, you know, all in the name of cross-dressing. Because it seems when you do that, you make
funny enough,
money.
they've been getting the traffic they be seeking, right?
But you can attend that because of your beard.
I know fit.
You know?
I'll be an ugly woman.
Bob did it. You can.
I can.
Bob did it. So can you.
You know, Bob did it.
All that space. I can leave it to him. Let him have it. So if I wear wig now and I walk past you, you'll be like, hey, Alpha. Like, who is this? Call the police. I beg, you know. So, I mean, Joanna hit the nail on the head, right? So, which is also, we didn't even highlight that, right? So, if you are single, right, you should be looking to get married or find a partner on time, right?
Yeah.
So you can share responsibility.
Or someone, like you said, that can, you know, just make you accountable. You know, make you more responsible. You could even, and that person, what kind of person is that, Joanna? Your parent, friend, or must it be opposite sex?
Parents could help, but there are people. I have friends that don't want to let their parents into their finances. There are people that are doing well at a young age, and sometimes if they're exposed too much, black tax and all of that, so they just, okay, what can I contribute to, you know, this person? What can I? They just set a particular amount, but don't let them into the full picture. Yeah, so there's that. But you can have a friend. You can have, I don't know, someone, a church member, just somebody close to you that will not, that you trust, that will not say, so you're making this money. Let me come up with problems that I can, that you can solve for me.
So I guess the safest persons to get will be your colleagues at the office because you're making about the same thing.
Possibly, but then there's also the issue of comparison, right? I have a friend. She has a lot of response. She's single, but she's taking care of family, right? And sometimes she's telling me about people in her office. Oh, this person was able to do this. This person has this. This person, you know, went for holiday here and all of that. But she's not able to do that. So maybe that's another tip, right? As a single person, not comparing yourself to you know, your colleagues. Yes, you work at the same office. Yes, you may be earning, you know, the same amount of salary, but you don't have an insight into
other people's lives, right?
Other people's lives, their sources of, you know, income. And if you know, allow yourself get carried away with that comparison, you just find yourself in a dark place because you have different responsibilities. Of course. You have different places your money is going to. You don't even know her complete source of income.
There's some people that their families still support them regardless because the money is there, right? You know, so it's just live within your means. Live within your means. Like, so you see, it's so easy, right? People just pop up everywhere, you know, and giving financial advice, you know. But in reality, it's a different ballgame. Because some people now, you tell them, try and save. And they're telling you, save what? Jonathan, by the time I
don't even have enough.
I don't even have enough to,
how much more
exactly,
you know.
So
out of poverty,
exactly. So it's not easy, right? So it's not like we're just talking. We know the realistic side to it, but at the end of the day, it has to be done, right? So no matter how small you earn or how much you feel small you earn, right? You just have to do it because I remember my brother-in-law was telling me some years back, and he kept on telling me, dude, save, man. You're always going out. Just you're always everywhere. Just save. And he goes, do you know if you save 10,000 naira a month, at the end of the year, you have extra 120,000 naira from nowhere. You just have, you know, the money will just be sitting there. And, you know, it really dawned on me because we feel, if I do this, I won't be able to do these other things. But you know what? You find out, when you save, you still end up doing the things you would normally do. Even your vices, like you're going out. Do you understand? You still end up doing
money
it.
Just comes out.
Yeah, and it doesn't actually affect the money you've saved. Do you understand? So it's just a matter of being focused. You know, just you need to be aware. You know.
So what I'm saying is there are so many extras we waste without taking notice of them.
Yeah, a whole lot. Trust me. Like, so there's one of my friends that stays in my estate. Right? This guy is on the big side, right?
Okay.
So whenever he wants to move around, he just drives. He doesn't care. He's driving. If he's like 2 streets away, he's driving. And okay, when this whole fuel thing popped up now, when fuel cycle again, the dude now had to start rationing his movement and all that, and he started walking.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So the change he made for himself, right? And now his fuel lasts longer than he used to, right? So it's just prioritizing, just being aware. Like, look, I need to be cautious. You always need to tell yourself that, and you find out that you can actually do it. You get, so like I said, extra 10K every month, you end up with extra 120,000 at the end of the year. So it's a matter of knowing how much you can actually pull out, right? And you also need to have emergency funds. So there needs to be money somewhere at least. If you are every day something happens. Now it's not what it was telling us that he's pumping machine gospel. Do you understand? Your car, anything you get. So you just need to save and move your money around to a certain degree.
But when you talk emergency fund, some will tell you their whole life is an emergency.
Well, you find emergency funds within the emergency environment. You just need to for everybody, you can start with any amount. If it's 1K, do you understand? If you draw 5,000 naira cash, for instance, right? Okay, you say you want to go to the market or buy whatever it is. Yeah. Along the line, right? Maybe you bought what you wanted to buy, there's change, before you know anything, the money is gone, right? You can't even account for that, the balance, right? Because you've used it to do one or two things, So even if it's 1K, for people that are earning low income earners, obviously, just find something you can keep.
Yeah. And I think it's easier, like you said, I think I mentioned saying it, you are less distracted when you're single.
Yeah.
So, there's a possibility that you don't have as many responsibilities, right? There's a possibility. There are some that have more responsibilities.
Yeah, of course.
And that means you have more disposable
funds.
So that's the time to invest, that money, right? That you have. So that when you may have more responsibilities, that investment will have rolled over. For you.
So sorry, finish. Are you done?
Yeah.
So the thing is, a lot of people always, when they say something, everybody just thinking big. Oh man, I need to save. They're thinking big, but just go for low risk options. Do you understand? Just find the savings account, fixed deposits. Whatever it is. Just low risk options. You can't be telling everybody to invest in government bonds right now, right? Because not everybody can afford that. But you need to find. Because they say the more you look, the less you see, right? But if you are focused, you will see it. You see whatever it is you're looking for in the midst of everything, right? So just start low. You don't need to be looking at I need to save 10 million. I need to save. Do you understand? Just pick what works for you. As long as it doesn't affect.
And putting within context, just thinking of what you're saying now. So assuming you started saving 5,000 per month in 2014 or 2013. Every year that'll be 60,000. 10 years down the line, you have 600,000. And we feel that one of the reasons I believe a lot of people don't save that much is because we feel this little amount.
600,000 is small money.
We don't even think of that 600,000, and we feel like even when we think of it, it will take me a whole 10 years. How long? But I don't know what's happened in recent times with the Gregorian calendar. Maybe we need to change it. It moves faster nowadays. Yeah. And before you know it, it's 10 years. Yeah. And you could actually say, whoa, so I have 600,000.
Exactly.
And the value of 600,000 might be much then. But it's not a little thing, little amount right now.
That's if you have school fees. One of your child's school fees.
And maybe that's maybe it's time in the next 2 minutes we can do that. Some of the things you should save towards. Because it just says school fees now. If, for example, you're single and you start saving 10 years ago, and now maybe you have like 2 or 3 kids, that 600,000 could actually go into school fees comfortably.
Just imagine the buffer that would give you having just that kind of extra cash. Your kid comes And you know how much diapers are now?
No, I don't even want to know. No mistake. This is not the time to make a mistake, though. I wasn't aspiring it. My brother, I'm not aspiring this to man. Do something. Do something. Aspire. Nobody's aspiring it.
My friend's wife is pregnant now.
Oh, congratulations. Wonderful.
The guy's been holding his head since. You know, so
if you still have roots, this might be the time to go back to the village.
I'm telling you.
You know, let's go traditional.
It's just crazy, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy, you know, but it's you have to do it because the advantage is you being single, you know. That's the advantage here. You can save, you can plan. You know, so by the time your partner even comes into your life, right, everything is somewhat, you know, sorted, you know, the plan. So it's easier for your partner to come in and key in, you know. If your partner has a plan as well, yeah, fine, you merge. But it's easier for your partner to come in and key in. I mean, if I was a babe, right, I would love to get married to a guy that's thinking like that, right? You know, and vice versa. So you just need to be shrewd, you know. Always remind yourself it's not easy right now. Because even people that have families are like, you know, they'll be telling you you see it in their eyes that it's not easy now. Your chairman or before chairman is telling you say, oh, it's not easy. It's not easy anymore. It's crazy.
What do you think single people can do while they're single to make it easier for them when they get married and begin to have kids? Like, what do you think they can do financially just to ease the burden later on when there are a lot more responsibilities?
Yeah. So we've addressed that still, but you know, it's still down to tracking your finances, cutting off the excesses, you know, saving, you know, and planning as well. I like we said. So, you know, there are levels to it, right? If you are really crazy about it, right? Like we just highlighted, you can start saving for your kids, right?
Right.
Do you understand? You can start saving for, you know, your wedding or whatever it is. Do you understand? And
ahead of time.
Yeah, ahead of time. Because there's so much you're doing with money that you're not, you know.
And from what you say, it means there are stages to singleness.
Yes.
But at any stage that you find yourself, that's how you're squeezing me. At any stage you find yourself, you just need to keep planning.
Yeah.
For the next stage of singleness, you get to the doubles.
Yeah.
And I go to Wimbledon and all that.
Anyway, do you understand? You can plan for that.
You can, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
We need to bring you home right now. And I want to say thank you for being a part of this. You see someone is already bullying me.
Congratulations, Marcin. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be waiting for you.
You're harassing my colleague.
I just find them run out.
Someone that sought asylum in somewhere in Saudi Arabia because of nudity case has finally resurfaced. But let's bring this home right now, though. Thank you so much for coming. This has been Ogiva and Joanna from Nairametrics. And you join the Nairametrics team Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. on X. And that's officially X, no longer former Twitter. If you don't know, that means you don't know. Yeah. So you're on X and just be a part of that. I mean, Joanna is coming to the studio for the first time in a long time. I was going to sing that song, Give Me Hope. Joanna, give me.
There's always a song.
But there's always a song. Yeah, there's a song for Joanna. But because it's swearing in day, no longer Democracy Day, and in the spirit of the new Nigeria, let's hail Nigeria a bit.
Nigeria.